Petty covers. Let's talk some NFC South team previews. And it's going to go like this. I'm going to give you the team I like the least. I'm going to give you the team I like the most. And we'll talk about the other two teams in the division. And we'll start with the team I like the least in this division. Tampa Bay, line 6.5 wins, under -130. It's going to be an ugly year for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Head coach Todd Bowles doesn't have that much left. The team in the Super Bowl just 2 years ago. Questions at the quarterback position. Obviously, there aren't teams much worse than Tampa when you're talking about a battle between Baker Mayfield and Kyle Trask. But it's not just the QB position. They have offensive line concerns. They have cornerback concerns. They have safety concerns. They have defensive tackle concerns. Yeah, and they have schedule concerns as well. They have a first-place schedule, by far the toughest in the division. One Monday night game, one Thursday night game. The league's not ignoring them completely. But when you look at who they have to play compared to everyone else in their division, Philly, Detroit, Buffalo, San Fran, Jacksonville, a very early Week 5 bye. None of these are positive signs for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think they're in for a major rebuilding year. If there's one team in this division that stands out to me for upside in the NFC South, I look at the Atlanta Falcons. And at first glance, that win total, 8.5, a little bit juiced to the under, -130 as we speak. Sounds a little bit high for a team that's basically been rebuilding since the last time they went to the Super Bowl. That was February 2017. They had 3 years where they were trying to reclaim the past glory, weren't able to do it. The last 2 years, they've been in salary cap purgatory. They managed to eke out 7 wins last year. They were lucky to do so. They weren't a very good team. This year, they had money to spend in free agency. This year, they've got a returning QB. And I know Desmond Ridder isn't a guy who's attracted a lot of betting attention yet. He certainly was a winner in college. Last year as a rookie, I thought he went in. His limited playing time wasn't good, but I would expect improvements in year 2. And when you don't think about the quarterback, man, there's a lot of things to like about Atlanta. The running game's there. The offensive line is there. All the money they spent on defense this offseason. Look at the list of guys they brought in. Jesse Bates, Calais Campbell, David Onamiata, Jeff Okudah, Bud Dupree. Names on the defensive side of the football. The Falcons are fasting national games. So if they're good, they're going to hold their value. If they're decent, they're going to hold their value. They have 4 of their first 6 at home, all against teams lined at 8 wins or less. And games against teams lined above 500, out of division, Jags, Jets, Lions. That's it. I think there's upside for Atlanta in year 3 of the Arthur Smith era. We look at the other two teams in the division and look. I mean, Carolina, they're lined 7.5 over -135. It's going to be a rookie quarterback in Bryce Young for the Panthers, a team that has, let's just leave it at this. They're rebuilding. They're priced like they're rebuilding. There's some upside, potentially, but when you're talking about a rookie QB, you expect some growing pains. And a similar story with the Saints. Saints are 9.5 under -125. Dennis Allen returns. I understand they've got a schedule that's ridiculously easy compared to anyone else in the league. That's why they're lined at 9.5 wins. You know, one opponent lined at 500 or better all year. That's at home versus the Jags. They do have 4 of their first 6 in the road. They do have a rare 3-game homestand in December. Saints, I think they're going to be decent. 9.5. I'm not going over 9.5. And if I think they're decent, I'd hate to go under. So Saints not likely to be on my season win report this year. There's a little NFC South breakdown. Stay tuned. We're doing all 8 division previews right here on Wager Talk TV. Thanks for watching. Best of luck.